Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Monday afternoon. I've run around doing all sorts of things this morning. But check this out. I got my patch in. It wasn't as tight as I wanted it to be. See, I got a big fat gap there. I didn't use a cut and butt method on that because I just couldn't get it to sit the way I wanted to weld it in and then cut it. So I took a shot at cutting it and then figured I was going to cut it big and grind it till it fit. Apparently I cut it small, and that's what you get. So it is what it is. The gap's pretty big. I'll try to fill that with weld as best I can. This one's a little proud of this one. I don't know if the crown of the two panels doesn't match, but there's definitely a curve. If I bring this around here, you can almost see there's a crown here. This curves this way, and the fender does the same, but it just seems the fender's just a little higher right there. You can see the edge. It's nice and shiny. And what I got is my deep throat clamp, and I'll just try to squeeze that together all the way down the line, welding as I go. I also have, I'm gonna try these other clamps first. I have these here. I picked up from Harbor Freight, and I use these when I tacked it in, and they work pretty good. So I've got it tacked in. I'm just trying to finish the welding today. I'm not going to finish it today because I'm really taking my time. I don't want to overheat it. I'm just going to tack here, tack there, here attack, there attack, everywhere attack, tack, and go at it. All right, I'm getting ready to start welding here. I want to try to get a tack here, one over here, maybe one over here, and then let it cool. But I went to a couple car shows this weekend. There was I saw a nice 58 Chevy Apache Survivor with a NAPCO transmission. So it was a four-wheel drive. Beautiful truck, nice patina. It won best patina at the show. I was hoping I would get it, but I wasn't so lucky with my 47, but that's just the way it goes. And speaking of that, so the 56, which I'm working on right now, I happened to see on Marketplace about 10 hours away, somebody's got a frame, motor, and a transmission, like they pulled the body off a 56, a Hydromatic V8. And I was thinking I should go grab that, and then I'll do a pure restoration. And then on the other hand, I'm like, let me finish the body before I make my decision. If it's not available when that time comes, so be it. So let me just make a few tacks here. Well, you know what? Before I tack this, I should clean the flux off of this with my wire wheel real quick. Hang on a sec. Alright, that's a lot better. Hey, the other thing I saw on Marketplace, there was a 56 kind of in the condition that I want, already done, but it's original. I think it's all original with a Pontiac engine. Man, that just bothers me. See that it didn't spark at first, so now I gotta cut the wire. Try it again. And actually, it should be over here. Let's give that a couple minutes to cool down. So what I'm trying to do is fill right in here. That's such a big gap. I can get enough weld on maybe this side, then I can split it. But right now, it looks like it just blew a hole right through the patch panel. For you guys that don't know, I don't MIG, I flux core. I decided to do that. I saw Bondo Billy, I watch his channel, and he prefers the flux core, and it makes a lot more sense. I was going through a lot of gas, and that's expensive. Flux core, just as long as I'm going to be grinding it anyways, because I'm such a bad welder, might as well use flux core. The MIG doesn't lay down any better than flux core for me, anyways. I seem to blow through the holes, or I miss the weld spot. It just goes. But this one here is the toughest because I haven't filled that hole yet. There it goes. Now that's really got to cool because I put a lot of heat onto that. But now I got a hole here, and now I just got to keep working towards that clamp. I'll keep working away from the clamp here, going this way, one tack at a time. But a nice hole in the corner here. I just got to fill, and now it's a little easier to fill. Plus on this, I can flip this over and get it from the backside too, and eventually. So no sense in boring you anymore with my stories of seeing vehicles that I can't buy and welding that I can't do. Well, I actually think I'm making good progress. I mean, considering my skill level and, you know, the hand I was dealt. What I'm doing is, you know, I do a tack here, here, you know, I just spread them out, and I'm playing connect the dots, and I just remove the clamp that was here and confirm that this is still kind of flush. It's a little off, you can kind of feel it, but it's hard to tell because the gap's so wide. So what I'm doing is like welding onto that and onto that. I'm just going to try to walk it in, and after each turn, each set, what I do is that it'll look like this. See all the flux here? I'll go with the wire wheel and remove all the flux, and then I can kind of see the flaws too, because the flux hides it, at least from my eyesight. And I'm just trying to fill it in as best I can. And you see I did some spot welds from the other side, or puddle welds. Here's where it baked through. So, and then this edge here, you see it's like that, I gotta fold that over and hem it over and then seal it. So it's coming along. I thought I did a pretty nice job until I got on the back side of this and took a look. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna try to get the camera in the right angle, but what you got is a peak. So it rolls up one side and rolls up the other side. I don't know why I can't see it from the other side. It looked fine on the other side. But what I want to do is stand this fender up and then hit it with the hammer and dolly and try to straighten that out a little bit. And then what I'm thinking is maybe I didn't get very good penetration with the welding down this seam, so I'll back weld it from this side as well. Try to fill in whatever I missed going the other way. So here's where I'm at. I hammered the heck out of this seam from the other side. Tried to get it to lay flush. There's still a little bit of, I could feel it. These are at two different levels basically, is what it feels like. But I think this one's going down and this one's going down, and you know, it just shrank, I guess, because I, you know, probably put too much heat on it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I mean, I guess it's going to be okay. I can kind of cover that with filler and whatnot. I'm going to have to put filler to hide the seam anyways, so I'll hammer it a little bit more. I'll grind it a little bit more. I might touch up some of these welds a little better. I mean, they're not great. You can see they're not that great. But all in all, there's not that much light peeking through when I hold the flashlight on the other side. So I'm kind of happy about that. And then I'm started stripping the rest of the fender with the wire wheel. I think as soon as I get this orange and green paint off of here and put this whole thing in primer. The other thing I have to do, I have to bend this hem down. I was wondering if I should wait until do that after I finish screwing with the seam, or do it now, and it'll always be in place when the seam's done, if I ever get the seam better. So I don't know, a few more things to figure out. Still working on this. It's going to be forever. Is what it is. Thanks for watching.